Brandon Van Danielson has left a trail of bloody faces. Last week in Edmonton at New Year's resolution, he is in the ring, ready to face M. I am joined by Michael Avery. Mr. Avery, it's a pleasure to have you here at the booth with me.
Thank you very much for having me. What an exciting matchup. I know both of these men very well. This should be one hell of a match.
Talk about what we saw last week with BVD in Edmonton. That lariat finisher is devastating.
He just busted that out at the last show, but he took out Kenny Stryker, took out Nightmare number 2 in the Battle Royal, as well as Travis Cole. Definitely that lariat. If he busted out against Marky Mark tonight, or M, should I say, it's going to be something to deal with.
M will need to use his speed to avoid that lariat, as we're seeing right now.
Right there, you're seeing two of the very best wrestlers, in-ring performers that this company has to offer. These guys can really go.
Van Danielson deceptively fast for a man of his stature.
Absolutely. BVD, he looks rugged, farm tough, but don't get it twisted. He's very technically skilled, trained by, of course, TJ Wilson, who I beat.
Arm wringer taken by Van Danielson into the headlock takeover. Van Danielson trying to ground the faster M.
Great move there by Brandon Van Danielson to keep his momentum going so his shoulders weren't on the mat. That's just ring awareness right there from BVD.
Great ring presence, knowing exactly where it was. Heel trip back into that headlock again. You keep M on the mat, he can't use those high-flying moves. M with the head scissors able to escape that headlock.
This is the thing about M, he's just so greasy fast. You think you have him down, and he always finds a way to get back out on top. There's something about M that you wouldn't think about it by looking at him, but he's so resilient and so resourceful in that ring. He always finds a way to win.
Van Danielson able to slide out of that head scissors into the back chin lock. M up to his feet. Going to try to fight out with the elbows. Takes a side headlock of his own and a headlock takeover of his own. Rolling through into the cover, only a 1 count.
Tough to keep either of these guys' shoulders on the mat for very long. You got to find something special, that's for sure.
Last week we saw M come up short in his quest to become the PWA Cruiserweight Champion thanks to the new member of Team Esteem, William Saint.
Yeah, there's something going on there with Team Esteem that I don't quite like. They're starting to get the numbers in their favor. Luckily, M was able to get a little bit of revenge, getting Drew Dalby out of the Battle Royal as well as Willie Saint. But that Team Esteem, that's going to be a force to be reckoned with now. They're starting to get the numbers in their favor.
Numbers and gold, two very important things here in the Prairie Wrestling Alliance.
Hey, it's all about power, Boris. You know that as well as anybody else. You got to get control, and the control comes from the titles. Right now, you got two guys right here looking to get into the title picture. It's a very crowded title scene, and you got to do something special to make yourself stand out.
Another headlock takeover by M. Impressive mat work.
Take your time.
The thoughts are formulating in my head as we speak. M, known for his speed, he also very fundamentally sound. Nothing fundamental about that, just a hard throw to the turnbuckle, nobody home.
Heads up.
Hard drop kick, takes Van Danielson over the top, down to the floor.
This is what I'm talking about. M is just so fast, quicker than a hiccup if you'd prefer. And now BVD right into the barricade.
2 feet right to the chest, sends him into the guardrail. M on the floor where you have to keep an eye out for Dr. Kyoto. M knows he can't win that match on the floor, wisely slides his opponent back into the ring. Hard axe handle. Back up to his feet, bars that arm. Arm wringer into that side Russian leg sweep, nicely done. Here's the cover. Only a 1 count.
That's not enough to put away BVD, and I think that M is well aware of that.
Borrowing that arm, pushed off into the ropes.
Beautiful.
Flying head scissors and a hip toss from M.
M is in control right now. Don't count BVD out, but this is very good. This is exactly what M wants to do. He wants to push the pace on a guy like BVD. BVD is so mat-oriented that you have to keep him moving to actually have a chance against him.
Seems to be trying to single out that left arm, but Van Danielson able to get that foot on the ropes. M must break the hold, but right back to that left arm again.
Ring awareness is very key, and BVD has got it. He knows every square inch of that ring, I guess you could say.
Drops the leg right on the bicep. Now the knee right on the bicep.
Well, I think that M's been scouting some tapes because right now he's working that arm. If you work the arm, you take away the lariat from BVD.
He wants no part of that lariat from Brandon Van Danielson. Nice sidewalk slam. Hooks the leg. 2. 2 and only 2, says referee Connie Fitzpatrick.
I tell you, Boris, these guys are very skilled. This is right here some of the very best that PWA has to offer. 2 guys that can really take it to the limits in the ring. And right now, M sizing up BVD.
On the ring apron. Went for the springboard cross body block. Caught. Huge power slam.
That might be enough.
Only a 2 count raw power shown by Brandon Van Danielson.
Absolutely fantastic. Catching Mark M full spurt. I'm sorry, I keep misspeaking. It's been a long time.
High risk maneuver does not pay off for M.
And this is where this works entirely into BVD's favor. He's the guy that will wear you down. And right now on the mat is somewhere M does not want to be.
Putting the boots to M. Nothing pretty, but damn effective. Butterflies the arms. Double underhook suplex, floats over for the cover. Only a 2 count again. M, couple of right hands trying to battle back to his feet.
Those look like they're on a pretty last gasp kind of legs there. M in pretty deep here against BVD. This is not a place you want to be if you're M.
Shot into the rope and a huge back elbow sends M to the canvas hard.
How rugged tough is BVD? You can imagine what it's like in his day, like wakes up in the morning, eats a giant chicken, throws some hay bales around. I have no idea about the farm life. I was raised in the city. But, you know, I imagine that it's great. Milk some cows, then bench press the cow and probably throw it on the grill.
Well, hopefully he doesn't, you know, eat the cow and milk the chicken.
Then you befriend a spider, and the spider writes nice things about you in this web. And then you get to go to the county fair, and as people say, wow, that's some pig.
You should write that down.
Yeah, could be a story.
M fighting out of that side headlock, off the ropes and up and over. A version of the overhead belly-to-belly suplex, but again, not enough to put away M.
Unbelievable. The technique in that suplex by Brandon Van Danielson. And right there, huge leg drop.
M, one of the longest running members of the PWA roster. He has held every title except that elusive PWA championship.
And
but
you know,
always a threat for that title.
And you know that he wants to get back on the top of that mountain and get that PWA championship. But right, PWA, there's so much competition, it's not a guarantee by any stretch of the imagination. But if there's anybody that could do it, my money would be on him. Because let me tell you, I've been in the ring with him many, many times. I've seen many of his great matches with TJ Wilson, Harry Smith, the Durangos, all down through the waist. And M, he's just a guy that keeps on ticking. He's the real PWA original right there.
And the real PWA original went hard into the turnbuckle. Referee Connie Fitzpatrick making sure M wants to continue. There's no quitting this guy.
No, absolutely not, but that could work against him because BVD isn't going to stop.
BVD stalking his prey. Blocking those arms.
Look at this, just a greasy, dirty headbucks from BVD. He just absolutely lays it. Oh!
M trying to fight back, but I don't know if you want to match skulls with Brandon Van Danielson. Another underhook suplex, another cover, and unfortunately for BVD, another 2 count.
Right now, BVD needs to get himself away from the ref and get back on M. You do not want to give M room to breathe.
He might be losing a little focus, some frustration taking over.
Great work by BVD so far, just wearing M down, though. You got to give him credit. But just like that, M does not stay down easy.
Nice jawbreaker by M, getting back to his feet. He needs to string together some offense and quick. Dragging him back to the middle of the row, or middle of the ring rather.
Oh,
trying for that vertical suplex. Can't take the man over. There's the schoolboy pin. 2. Van Danielson has that great center of gravity that makes it hard to be taken over for a suplex like that.
Absolutely. You saw him counter by throwing that knee at Marky Mark. M, forgive me. It's my first day on the job.
Leg scissors by BVD, just trying to squeeze the air out of M. M up on his toes, trying some way to get his head out of that lock. Able to kick out and plant 2 feet right in the mush.
Just what I said, you do not want to give M any kind of opening. He'll take it, and he will put 2 boots right to your kisser.
Tremendous action here at PWA Genesis, Calgary, Alberta. M up to his feet, tried for the right hand. BVD had nothing. Belly to back suplex. BVD having nothing to do with those right hands. Picks up M and drops him right down on his head. Both men are down. Referee Connie Fitzpatrick administering the count. Van Danielson up to his feet first. Looks like he may be headed upstairs.
This is a high rent district right now. You don't see BVD go up this top very often, and there might be a good reason for that, but if he can get it, this could be all he needs to get the win.
Van Danielson up on the top rope. Looked like he was going for that missile drop kick. M able to back up. Slingshot right into that corner. M with the schoolboy cover. There's 2. Not enough to put him away. M following up off that middle rope with the bulldog. Nicely executed, rolling him over onto his stomach. Looks like he's going for that Mahi straw cradle. There's a cover too. Again, not enough to put away the big country boy.
At this stage, it's going to take something special for one of these guys going to get the win, Boris. They are giving it tonight.
Van Danielson shot into that corner. Forearm right to the small of the back. M's going to put BVD up on that top rope. And he's going to follow him up there.
This is a dangerous place to be for both men.
Could be going for a belly-to-back suplex. Van Danielson able to shift his way to come down on top. M rolls through. Only a 2 count.
What an effort both men are showing us tonight. This is what we talk about when we talk about competition in PWA, Boris, I tell you.
PWA brings you the best in professional wrestling action each and every time. Off the ropes. He went for that neck breaker.
Tiger suplex.
2.
I sure thought he had him there, Boris.
Unbelievable Tiger suplex takes M right down on his head. Frustrated by the count is Brennan Van Danielson, but he's going to follow up on M. Fires him off the rope. Up in the press slam. M down. Rolls him up. 2.
Oh, so close. You got to wonder what it's going to take for a guy to win it here.
A fraction of a second away from victory is M.
Saw BVD go for that lariat, but Mark had it scouted.
Laying in those right hands. M able to get the boot in the face. Oh! BVD hits the lariat. It's all academic. 2 and 3. Quite possibly the most devastating maneuver in PWA right now is that lariat.
You can't argue with success. That lariat has taken BVD to victory a number of times now. That is a scary, scary move.
A valiant effort by M, but unfortunately he is no match for the lariat of Brandon Van Danielson. Michael Avery, thank you for joining me here.
Thank you for having me.
Your winner, BVD.